If you have strong sexual desires, I can promise you that it is not the reason why you are struggling with constantly coming back to pornography. The belief on its own has already kept you stuck. For years, you were told your desire is too strong, that you need more discipline, more control, more resistance, just to fight the urges. So every time the desire showed up, you tense up, you brace yourself, you think, here it comes again. And in that very moment, pornography has already won. Not because desire is strong, but because you misunderstood what desire actually is. Because the porn industry is not profitable just because of your biological and normal desires. They are profitable because we've given them our senses on a plate of gold. You weren't born craving pixels on a screen. You learn to associate porn with stuff your mind thought it needed, such as relief, escape, love, validation, comfort, and power. Because porn was never the object of desire. It's the only tool your mind learned to use. And this is where everything goes wrong. You were taught that desire itself is dangerous. The desire must be suppressed. That desire must be fought. And that made some sense. So you tried to quit by resisting it. You tried the NoFap techniques, the streaks, the daily accountability. And how did that work out so far? Exactly. And the worst thing about it is that it installed an extremely dangerous mind frame. Porn must be important, otherwise why would I be fighting it this hard? You need to understand, effort creates importance. Importance fuels attachment, and attachment keeps the desire alive. That's why trying hard never works. I even had one of my students, Joey. He spent years doing exactly what the gurus on the internet recommended. Watching the videos, following the trendy methods, quitting for a week or two, then returning in shame. Not because he lacked discipline, not because he lacked faith in God, but simply because every system he followed kept reinforcing the same lie. And it's that porn was something powerful he had to wage war against. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking, this sounds like what I need, then listen carefully. This is exactly the kind of conversation that I have one-on-one with men who are serious about being free, not motivated for a week, but want to quit permanently. This is not just like a typical entertainment or educational podcast. This is a correction for your life path. If you want to apply for my private coaching, then there's a link in the description. Not everyone gets accepted, and that's intentional. But you see, what changed wasn't his behavior. What changed was his knowledge, the shift of beliefs that occurred. The light bulb clicked once his understanding evolved. When he finally saw what this desire was doing for him, what porn was actually providing, the desire didn't need to be controlled anymore. It just slowly but surely started disappearing. It didn't have to constantly suppress it anymore. It was gone. And this is the part that confuses people. You don't quit pornography by becoming stronger than your desire. You're fighting the wrong battle. You quit pornography effortlessly when your mind no longer really sees a reason to go back there anymore. Desire doesn't vanish through control or discipline. It really vanishes through clarity. You keep porn. It stays in your life because of misunderstanding and deceived beliefs. Because if you actually start thinking logically, an urge is not a command. It's like a signal. It's you reacting to the boredom, the stress, the sadness, maybe the pressure or stimulation. And over time, you conditioned yourself to respond to those exact signals with one thing: pornography. But desire is not a powerful monster. It's just information and beliefs. And once you see what it is pointing to, the false solution, porn, collapses. Because many people think, if I had stronger faith, I would have been stronger against this filth. And that's true to a certain extent. But the issue is that belief sometimes is not enough to undo the conditioning. Obviously, God didn't create you to crave and really desire a video on the screen of two people having sex. But God gave you a mind that you can use to learn and change. The issue is when your conscious believes in one thing and your subconscious believes in another, you live in conflict. A conflict full of guilt, hypocrisy, and a lack of a strong character. But when the illusion is removed, the alignment will return naturally. And that's what happened with Cyrus, one of my students inside of my coaching program. And he described this perfectly. He said that the fog lifted, his mind became clearer, and his spirit felt healthier. And trust me when I say that this is not willpower. That's integrity restored. That's the natural outcome. When you decide to clean your heart, your mind, that has been almost poisoned, layer above layer. And this is why fear-based education backfires and it's not effective. And this is why obsessing over how bad porn is just keeps you stuck. Fear keeps porn important in your mind, and importance keeps your desire attached. Once porn is seen for what it actually is, a false solution to an outdated belief, it loses its function. And here's the hard truth. You cannot force yourself to see blind spots. By definition, blind spots are invisible from the inside. This is why you can watch videos, read books, try a new technique, and still feel stuck. Insights needs feedback. And your clarity will accelerate when someone else reflects what you cannot see. If something shifted whilst watching this, if porn feels less powerful instead of more powerful, it shows that you're not weak, you're not broken. You're not flawed. You were just fighting the wrong battle. And once the fight ends, freedom becomes truly effortless. And if you're serious about fixing your lust and porn usage from its roots, not trying to manage it forever, then apply using the first link in the description. This is for men who are ready